Let's see if you can get it to 500,000, lad.
Let's see if you can get it to 30k.
Bro, we can get ours to 30k easy, bro. But we're not pushing for number one. You are.
We're not pushing for number one. You don't understand.
No, but your man there's looking, thinking, hang on, you're in number two. He's trying to get you to number one, obviously.
He's not. If you put that, I would have.
Look, lad. Look, normally you lose, as you know, you lose every single time you come against us. You and your team. 80% of the time. So this is your 20% moment.
Infinity. This is a new day. Fauzi on the fucking app. One Fauzi. That I've never seen no one like it, bro. Anyone, we bring Halil here or something, man. I need. Wait, do you think you're gonna take it?
Second.
Do you think you stand a chance to take it the next one?
Potentially. We normally beat you, lad. We normally beat you. It's a confusing moment at the moment, lad, because your scores are ridiculous. You can't. No one on TikTok can compete with them scores, really, lad. Unless you're in a live pro. Like when me and Wolf were in a live pro final, we were both getting scores like that. But it was that was in the live pro final. Are you live pro? Not yet, no. Are you going for live pro?
I'm a live specialist.
It doesn't fucking say it in your name.
I'm a live expert.
It just says twerking specialist in your name. Bam, bam, bam. Big up forever, dear girl. Bam, bam, bam.
Hey, chat, where's the little man?
There we are, up there.
That is cute. That is very cute.
Bam, bam, bam. Big up, girl. Big up forever, dear girl. Bam, bam, bam. Fucking hell, girl. Right. We wouldn't have competed with a 250,000 score. That's a fact. Big up to everyone. Fucking hell.
30 cents.
Bam, bam, bam. Becky, sorry not today, and Lucci and Rachel and everyone else. Bam, bam, bam.
30 cents. Thank you. Jay Lee, thank you. Trinidad. Okay, do you think? Okay, you want to play again?
This is the decider of which team is the best. That is it. We're going from, this is the last game. This will be the decider of which team is the best. The first and second game didn't count because I'd only just come live. This is the decider.
Is this the decider?
This is the decider. Yeah, this is the decider. Dutch. Right? Big up every single person who's pushing us then to nearly win. Bam, bam. The times three is our moment. He's going to hit another 500,000. I don't, hopefully his persons fell asleep now. His persons fell asleep. We will see. Oh no, he just did 90k again. He just did 90k again, guys.
Legendary.
He just did a 90k again. We can't compete with that.
Thank you, bro. Wallah, bro.
That was a 30 times 3. But to be honest with you guys, he's pushing. Well, he's number 2. So how far away are you from number 1 now?
We're like 180k away from number 1.
Yeah, you're getting there.
We're not even, this is the thing, we're not even pushing for number 1, I swear.
I heard saying about number 1 and 2 before, that's why I looked when you was number 1. And then you went to number 2 because your team fell asleep.
Yeah, but it resets every hour. This was the last hour.
How come it resets every hour? Because ours resets every 24 hours.
Look, you see it's Dubai, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, if we did dailies, the scores would be like 20 mil to get number 1. It would be ridiculously high. So this is like hourlies.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, that makes sense.
T-Mad, thank you. Sophia, thank you.
Right, guys. That probably makes sense. I'm surprised they don't do that in most countries, though, every hour. That'd be a lot better, to be honest. It would be, but... Right, guys. So...
What for glove?
You dropped that glove. I didn't see you drop that then. I didn't see you drop that. Guys, at the moment, we're not going to compete against Dutch because...
The belly.
He's there.
The belly.
But...
The glove.
He challenged us. At least we didn't have a streak, guys. That was the main thing. What we did want is 29 win streak. That would have been nice to take his 29 win streak.
Would have been nice, isn't it?
But we will take it at some stage, guys. Maybe not at the moment, but we'll take it this week.
So is our team better than?
Second,
Is our team better?
no, because we've won 80% of the time. You've only
But
won
you said
2.
this is the. You said this was your words. You said this is the decider. Who's got the better team?
We didn't say the better team. We
You
just
said that.
we didn't actually say that. We didn't say them words. If you remember, we just said, should we do it? Should we do it? Should we see who wins this one? We didn't say anything about teams. Naturally, your team is 99% losers. Right? But we normally win 80% of the time.
All right. So we got a better team now?
No, definitely not.
You definitely said this is the decider for who's got a better team.
We did not say them words.
You did say them exact words.
We did not, 100%, we did not say which who has a better team. We said, should we see who wins the next one? They were the words.
Okay. Do you want to ask your team if you said that?
Everyone's saying no straight away. Everyone's literally saying no. You did not say that, Sam.
You didn't say that. What? That's
Everyone's saying no. We just said, look, we'll go again and see who wins. There's nothing about teams. There's nothing.
Nah, that's mental.
That's what I'm saying to you. But it's yeah. Look, guys, be honest. Did I actually say anything about which team is the best? He just has one fella in his life putting a score up someone's. But sometimes, guys, that's all he need. That's all anyone needs to win. But you're right. That's what happened. But at the end of the day, he still won. But that doesn't mean he's a better player. Are you a better team? It just means that he had a lovely afternoon to say we are still Team TPI is still better. Right, you've took this one. Right, we're not going to compete with 90k at the. Yes, Solly, Becky, Steve,
Fauzi.
still,
Fauzi.
and everybody else. Bam, bam, bam. Right,
Fauzi.
I have just got in, guys.
You violated everyone today, bro.
You've been.
Fauzi, guys. MVP Fauzi in the chat.
We're coming for revenge later on.
MVP Fauzi in the chat. Cavelli.
We will.
Erin. Trinidad, Trace, Dylan.
Every single person.
Thank you so much, bro.
We'll come back for revenge later.
Yeah, no, you do that, Sam. Big love. You already know, man. Nothing but respect for you.
Yeah, man. Same with you, mate. See you soon, kid.
All right, so.
Yeah. He's number 2. He's going for number 1. That's what he's aiming for. So even though he's saying he isn't, he definitely is. Obviously, because I heard him say it. But that's why his team's pushing. So you can't even. No one on TikTok, no team's gonna. Especially if they only come on live, is gonna compete with that score. Them scores, 250,000, stuff like that. Unless you're in a competition. But big up to every single person who was pushing us there. Yes, every single one of us. I hope you're well. So, yes, I've had a decent little day. Yes, bro.
What's up, man?
How are you, mate?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. That's a fresh shirt you got on, bro. What is that?
Thank you, bro. I'm just I need to get back in the fucking gym, lad. I need to get. I'm starting back in the gym tomorrow. I think I'm gonna get back in the gym because I need to get.
How are you? Hey, listen. I wanna. You trying to get smaller? I'm trying to get that size.
No. I wanna get bigger, lad. I don't wanna get smaller, bro.
I want to say you don't want to get skinny, man. You want to get cut, like.
Yeah, I wanna get ripped up, bro. So I'm back.
So why don't you just at home? I would get you do some sets of push-ups and you get you a bar. So until you can get back in the gym, you know the bar that you put on your door.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get straight back in there, lad, because I've got a broken shoulder as well. Well, it broke and then they put it back in its socket.
Oh.
But it's still fucked. So
you can't really pull too much.
I can't put that hand over me head. No. It's
got it.
I'm gonna what's name, but
how you feeling this morning? What time is it over there?
It is 3:00 nearly.
Oh shit! It's 9:50 over here on my side.
Yeah, I've only just got in before that.
Good morning. Yes, you missed it, Simone. We won 5-0, Simone. 5-0.
Good morning. Did I miss
That's why you missed it, Simone, because we won so fast. We have a series every morning, Sam, in the morning at 9. Man, yeah, we whooped them 5-0. They didn't win that one game. 5-0.
What do you do?
What?
We have a series with the guy Living and Maz and my folks Tootie. Every morning it's the first of 5. And we 5-0'd them this morning. So the series was, one of my people just came in and said that they missed the battle. And I was like, they missed it because we won so fast. Usually it takes about an hour or so. But, you know, if you're playing the first of 5, Bridget, what's up, Bridget? And no one wins on the other side and you win 5 games straight, the series is more shorter. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we play first to 5 because it's first to 5. So if I win 4 games and you come back and win 4, it's going to make the games longer. Now we got to play 10 games instead of fucking 5 games.
I was hurrying
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
You get it? So yeah, it was like one of those things. We won 5, yeah. Hey, dang, I was hurrying up. It's okay, Simone. You know we do it every morning. Hey, we'll be back in the morning. They said they're going to come better in the morning. So it's all good. How you doing though, Simone? You good? Good morning to you, Queen. Chad, we need 40 points. How the baby sound? They doing good?
Yeah, they're doing good. I'm seeing them today, bro. So I normally wear a thing on me. I normally wear a thing on my hand. Like a wrist thing, but I haven't got it on today. But get on it. So they've still left. So my handle got what they call staples. But I've just noticed they've left staples in my hand.
Oh,
You've left staples in my hand. So that was where I was shot. Like it's got a twist on it. Because I was shot in my hand, just to put it back in.
That's crazy.
And then, but what happened?
Big baby. What's up, big baby? What's up, Shay baby? That's crazy, Sam.
Yeah, so what I normally do, I have a hand thing on just to get my hand stronger. But
is it tight? It'd be like really tight on your hand to make it like so they stay straight. Hey, Haley.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's very tight. So what it does, like them ones there, them they were deep, so they had like big lines in the middle, but because I've been wearing my thing, it sort of balanced all the scars out. But because where I was shot in my wrist, it's still got staples in its hand. You can see the brown staples.
Yeah, I can see it. God,
staples. So
baby,
that was where I was shot in my hand, and then obviously stabbed all over my arm as well.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, then obviously
that's crazy. You still healing over here?
Yeah, I've got my stab wound here, my stab wound there, my fucking stab wound there in my head where I was stabbed. And then you have to obviously remove parts of my brain here. But when I was in hospital the other day, the reason why this is showing a lot more now, because when I was in the hospital, when I was in the hospital, my babies were being born. What happened?
Recently, when you was in the hospital, just recently.
Yeah. So when I was watching my kids being born, and the police come and put me in the cells because I was stressed out. Because obviously I've been taken away from my newborn babies and put in a cell. So because I was stressed, I'm just rubbing. So where there's a hole here, I'm just rubbing it really tight, and like this here, I'm rubbing it because by me feeling the pain, it was taking me away from the mental pain of being taken away from my daughters who had just been born. So that's what I was doing. I was rubbing this really tight and hard on this because obviously I knew it was causing me pain by doing it, but it was taking away my thought process of being taken away from my daughters while I was in the police cell.
Morning, C-Chat.
But
How are you?
I was in the cells for nothing, lad. There was no reason to put me in the cells, but so what happened is because I've been rubbing this really hard, it's sort of come.
Put the line right there. Is that where the line came from?
But this is where I was stabbed in the face as well. But it had gone, and then what happened is because I was rubbing it really hard in the police cell and rubbing the side of my head, it's showing again, but it'll disappear again in a few days.
Because I didn't. That's crazy. I didn't see that. That wasn't there.
Yeah, no, because it gone a lot better, but because I was in the police cell. I'm stressed out, lad, because obviously I've just been taken away from my newborn babies and put in a cell for no reason. So that causes a lot mentally, lad. And then obviously when I'm rubbing my head here with that's taking away the pain, lad. Do you know what I mean? So
is it hurting, Sam? What's up, Ingram? What's up, y'all? I'm sorry, y'all. I was
big up everyone there. Bam. So.
Hey, Lottie, I'm sorry, y'all. He be telling me about this stuff. Thank you so much, Shay Baby Tro. I followed you, Simone, Haley, Lance, beautiful Queen, Frankie, all my toppers. Yeah, I know, chat. I'll be trying to cut them off over there. What's up, fuck you mean? How you feeling? How you feeling? What's up, Nina? My bad, chat. My bad. I'll be out in the, I'll be trying to, yeah, he's a warrior. Man, he's the big warrior. Hey, Nina.
I couldn't go to sunbeds. I could not go to sunbeds with my face and my injury.
Nina, I just followed you, Queen. How you doing? Good morning to you, Queen.
No chance.
How are you? What's up, the real mom? I just followed you too, Queen.
Again.
I appreciate all of y'all for y'all daily homies. I appreciate y'all following.
I'll be straight back in the live in 2 minutes, bro. 1 sec. Big up everyone. Bam, bam, bam. We made us win. I've just come off that live then. Just to quickly speak to you directly because it felt like we were getting a bit distracted with someone else in my live. That's what happens. So that's why you're probably wondering how come that's like dark again now, right? Because when I was in the police cell, those who just tuned in, because you got to understand as a man, or even a woman, but as a man, when you've got your kids, you've just been born, your 2 daughters, it goes from being like the happiest moments in your life to then getting literally taken away at gunpoint and put into a police cell for no reason, away from your kids, your newborn babies. That really has, that's worse than being in an African prison. I've been in African jails, the worst prisons in the world, and that was worse than that. Do you know what I mean? So for mentally, that really, really got to me, being taken away from my daughters, especially when they've only just been born. So it hurt me a lot, and like I was going through it a lot. I was in a police station 4 hours, and then they released me. But it was like, but it was only an hour in that first cell because they had to put me in a cell where they took all my clothes off me. They took out all my clothes off me, and then they said we might have to scan you for any gunpowder. And then when they done investigations, they realised it was a load of shit. What's her name? Steve let me go. But they took me out the first cell. But that first cell, there was nothing in there. No bedding, no drinks, no toilet, nothing. And obviously, naturally, as a man, but as I said, as a woman, but I'm just speaking as a man. As a man, it's really, really fucking difficult to go from like the happiest moments in your life to that being taken away for no reason, for a lie. And lucky enough, I've actually got the comments from one of these trolls when I was arrested, which says that they were there. She was there when the phone call got made, and she went, Sam didn't have a gun, and it wasn't a gun shootout. This is what the person says, that she was there when the phone call was made to the hospital. And on top of that, what she's done is uploaded the screenshot of the time that they made the phone call and the hospital thing. It was at 3:46. So what I'm doing is I'm taking that to the police station today, that screenshot, because I know who it was. I know, like, that confirmed it to me, because this account is a female that runs this account. It's a troll account, but it was a male that made the phone call. That's another thing I want to put out there. It was a male that made the phone call, the police have said. So that's how I know that it's them 2 down south, right? But as I said, I'm going to go with the police with this evidence and say, look, you need to look into this. Here's the account. All you need to do is check the location and who's behind these accounts. Check to see the whatever. Do you know what I mean? So, in fact, let me just see if I've got it here. This is it. Look at this. Well, be kept locked up. Someone rang the hospital. Right, look at that. There's the hospital number, and look at the time. So I've now got to go to the police station and say, was this the exact time that the phone call was made? Because this person has put it on TikTok the day I was arrested. This person had put this on TikTok. So, and I think I know who it is, because look, this says woman banned, right? But it was a man that made the phone call to the hospital. So this account, woman banned, and this is why I say I believe it was a father and daughter who made the police call. Now this woman here was obviously at the hospital, so I rang the hospital. Well, got her dad to ring the hospital, and she was there when the call got made, because here's how I can prove that she was there. She actually says it here. Where is it? I know as I was there. Look at that what they put. Look at that. That shows. Now this was posted the day I was arrested, and he was saying, let's hope he stays in prison. So this is evidence, right, that this troll, and the fact that she says that she was there when the phone call got made, and then look at that, that's the hospital number, what she put online the day, right. So we'll see. We will see. But that's going straight to the police, because that is obviously the person who's either done it or been there when it's being made, right? Being there when the phone call's being made. Now I believe it's this man down south. I'm pretty certain. I would put if I was to put a bet on it, I'd put a bet on that it was this man down south, right? His daughter started pretending she had a baby to me when she didn't. It was 4 months difference from when she gave birth and from when she said that she got pregnant. So it didn't make sense, the timing. So it wasn't my kid. But her dad's like a major troll, and so is she, right? And I've got screenshots where she says, I'm going to target your family. I've got screenshots of it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this directly to the police today or tomorrow, and this is evidence. This shows that the troll, this is the troll that was associated to this. All the police need to do is do their checks to see what account this is linked to. So even though they're uploading this, it will automatically be linked to their personal account as well, because trolls have their troll account, but then they also have the personal account attached to it most of the time. So we will. So anyone who's got any screenshots from these trolls, anything at all where it's incriminating for them, send it to me. So anything where they're talking about ringing the hospital, stuff like that, because they need to be in jail. And you hear people going, like the trolls go, Sam Walker contacting the police. Look, I'm doing that on behalf of all the innocents. Not only my baby's mum, who had 2 twins, identical twins, but to also every other mother and father who had babies at that hospital who were petrified when armed response come in with submachine guns into the hospital where their brand new born babies were born. That's like the worst thing you can ever do. And the fact that trolls uploaded them pictures of saying they rang the hospital, and these other trolls are agreeing with it, going, good on you, right? The fact that they're all agreeing that that's okay to do, that's where it steps the mark. And as I said, I would never really be able to personally find out directly who it was, but I know the police can, because all they need to do is do their checks. And the moment they do, and the moment they then eventually contact my solicitor and say, yes, we have found the person who made the false call, right? Even more so, what makes it even more that they're lying when the police get the evidence is when they turn around and say, we stitched them up, we said this, right? And then bang, as soon as they land in prison, is the moment that they're finished, because I will pay, as I said, I've got so many people right across the system that will do anything for money, right? And I will get my revenge that way. But yes, as I said, it is what it is. To target a load of kids is really, really bad. And now I've got the evidence which shows, but if anyone can get this evidence of anything else what these trolls are saying, especially the mother and daughter, them 2 trolls, anything where they're in people's comments, the posts that they've been doing, if you can screen record it all for me and send it all to me. I've got messages where one of them has turned around and gone, watch, I'm going to target those the women around you, or whatever it was. Like, then they've said nasty stuff where they've sent it to other people around me. So I'm going to get all this, and obviously, because I know that they're guilty of ringing the hospital, I suspect it was them, I'm pretty certain. So I would suspect it was the dad. So yeah, so you can screen record everything for me, please. All the evidence, their messages, their comments, and any posts that they've done, please, guys, because they're just major stalkers. I haven't got a kid to that person. That kid lied saying I had a kid to her. It worked out. It was 4 months difference, right? Absolute no way was that kid mine. they said it was, I believe it was a first, naturally, as you would. And then when they had the baby, like 4 months early, it was like, and then come out of the hospital the same day. Like, if you had a baby 4 months early, you're not coming out of hospital for at least another 2-3 days at least. That kid is not mine. And that's when I sort of cut contact, obviously. Do you know what I mean? If I've got babies, I'm more than happy. I'm proud. Like as I said, me and Holly are not together, but the fact is that my babies and my life, they're me. Do you know what I mean? So they will always be a part of my life. Doesn't matter. And I've got so much respect for Holly, right? So much respect for it. And the only reason why we're not together is because of the situation I've been in. I've gone through a lot mentally, like I really have. And it's sometimes in life the best things, you don't just be with someone purely for the sake of babies. That's not how life works. You can't live your life where you think, okay, well, I'm going to be with someone just for the sake of the babies. That's not fair, right? So the thing is, I see my babies every day. They're part of my life. Holly gets whatever she wants for them babies. They are our babies, right? So there's nothing that she could ever not ask me for and that I wouldn't give her. I've got respect for her, nothing but respect. Naturally, when I first come out the hospital, when I had my head injury, I wasn't thinking straight naturally because I just had a head injury. When I was just moaning at everyone around me because I was fucked up. They couldn't even speak properly. But this is the thing, but like in terms of Holly, I genuinely could not have found a better female to have a baby to, 2 babies to. So Holly Philippa is genuinely the best person I could have ever had babies to. Not only 1 but 2 twins. Well, they're more or less identical. They didn't have the same tube, but they're more or less identical. They look exactly the same. She breastfeeds every day. She's just focused on the babies. Do you know what I mean? So, and that's all she's focused on. And I know my mindset and the way I am as a man at the moment, like regardless of what, how I am on social media, I'm suffering a lot. Like with fucking what I've been through over the past couple of years. But obviously emotionally, like physically, I'm okay. Like when I'm speaking to people, it's fine. Like I can have conversations with people. I can be around people. Like I can speak to them normal, like Holly, my family, my friends, my babies. I can be around normally. And then obviously I need my time where I can just adjust with what I've fucking been through. Which is quite a bit like, because you've got to, and then also my dog, I'll be honest, like my dog, even still now, okay, it's been a year, but like, and I know some people just say it's just a dog, but to me, she really helped me so much. That's why I need to get another dog, or at least 2, because they help me a lot. Like I can speak to dogs. I can't speak to fucking humans, even if they've got the best intention in the world. I just can't. But dogs I can do, like. But as I said, like these injuries on my face, like before I had my babies, I just seen it wasn't as blue as it is now, or dark as it is now. And the only reason it's like this is because I was with my babies. I was literally the best moments of my life with my babies for 2.5 days with Holly and the babies, and it was the hardest but the most proudest time of my life. And then armed response come running into my room because of trolls making lies up. Armed response come running in, putting guns to my head, taking me out. They were respectful, like once they secured me, but it just, I was then obviously put in the cells, and this injury wasn't as blue as it is now. And as I said, it was perfect. The cutting on it was perfect in the sense of the inside, the healing of it, because I had a very good surgery person. But then when I got into the police cell, it was quite. I don't get really stressed in cells. It is what it is. But it wasn't about the cell. It was just the fact of me babies being taken away. Like being in a hospital and I'm taken away from my babies. That's what hurt me. It really got to me, like, mentally. It's weird, like, the way something can get to you mentally. And, like, in such a short time from the moment the guns were put to my head, I thought, I'm not going to the police station, I've done nothing wrong. But naturally, the police have got to take me to the police station because someone has said I have a gun. So naturally, the police have got to do their job. That's why I'm not angry at the police for doing their job. But when I got, and then they only had me for 4 hours, they kept me for the minimal amount of time and they realised I was innocent and they released me. They even gave me my clothes back. Like, that's how they knew I was innocent. And the desk sergeant went, look Sam, I'm going to find your clothes and get them back to you because you've actually done nothing wrong, but we've had to bail you pending further inquiries. So my solicitor spoke to the police the other day, and he said the charges are more or less dropped. The drop, there's nothing on Sam. We've just got to officially put it all down that it's been dropped on him, because there's absolutely nothing, he's done nothing wrong. But when I was in them cells for that first hour, like, it really was difficult. And as I said, when something affects you mentally, because you've got to understand it, it's not a weakness. It's not like, I don't see it as a weakness. It's like, even though it hurt me, it did me daughters, lad. They'd only just been born. So obviously, when I'm put in a cell, this is why I'm angry with the trolls who done it, and why I will make sure that every bit of evidence I've got about these trolls ringing a hospital when it's targeting a load of innocent kids, and myself and my family and other innocent members, I'll make sure that because you target a load of innocent kids, that any evidence I get will go directly to these police to make sure that you are brought to justice for targeting a load of innocent kids, which puts you in the same bracket as a paedophile, right? In my eyes, that's what it puts you in that bracket of, right? And then when you're in prison, I will make sure you receive your revenge, right? And that's it. But yeah, when I was in that cell, as I said, so this has gone so much more deeper now. It's so much more deeper. So, because that's all I was doing. Because when I rub this, it causes me a lot of pain. It really does, because I've had part of my bone missing here and here. And then this injury, I won't touch this side because obviously but like, I was just rubbing it just like proper hard, because and it's causing me pain when I'm rubbing this. It's hurting me. But you've got to understand that I wasn't self-harming. I don't self-harm at all. That's not about self-harming. It was just I was feeling so much pain about being taken away from my daughters that I needed a distraction from it. And the only way I was getting distraction was by rubbing my injuries on my face and the side of my head where the bone's missing. And I'm just rubbing it as hard as I can, causing as much pain as I can to myself, to me fucking bones here, to my face. Because what that's doing then is taking me away from thinking about my daughters who have just been taken away from. I'm not thinking about them at this time. I'm just thinking about the pain, and I'll stop for a minute and I'll just try to take the fucking pain because it was killing me. But then when my thoughts, my daughters would come back into my head about being taken away from them, I would get straight back on to the marks, just rubbing it like fucking so hard, and like my face, and that's why this has gone darker again, because this is just a natural blood what's gone directly to the fucking cut, and that's why you see it a lot darker now, because I've been rubbing it really hard when I was in the hospital, in the police cell. And it's weird because the moment they took me out the police cell, the first police cell where they put me in, because they said they might have to scan my body to make sure there's no fire, gunpowder on my hands. When they took me out to that after 1 hour and then put me into a different cell, and they said, we don't even think you're guilty of this, but we've got to do our checks. You'll be out very soon. The moment they said that to me was the moment I was able to think differently. So I'd gone from thinking I've been taken away from my daughters, bang, straight onto these. And then once he told me, we don't think you've done this, you'll be out soon, automatically then I'm thinking, thank God, I'm going to be out to see my daughters again. And then my thought process just completely changed, thinking I'll be out soon. And the police did release me after 4 hours, and that's why I can only thank the police for that. And people go, oh my God, get on Sam, he's always committed crime and fucking hates the police, but he's fucking thanking them. No, it doesn't matter. Any police officer that does their job properly, I've got to respect. And then police officers all done their job properly. They could have kept me for 24 hours, 48 hours. They didn't. They kept me for 4 hours. I guarantee fact, if you ask anyone you know they would not have just been kept in a police station for 4 hours and released. It's at least 24 hours or 12 hours. But yeah, so I have to what's the name? I have to thank them for that. My daughter said Sam is a lucky man because he was yeah, so it's but as I said, like, I just need to get this sorted. This needs to be sorted pretty quick, actually, just because they've got no bone here or here. And then my bullet hole, I normally wear a thing on my hand, but I haven't today, so that's still got staples in, I think. What's the thing, what do you put in your muscles to seal it up? Stitches. So it's still got stitches in the hand. This is where I was shot. So you still got stitches in the hand here, which need to be pulled out. The hospital took over 140 stitches out my arm. They took over 140 stitches out my arm. But that was where I was shot there. And then these ones, obviously, these were just bullets. Sorry, stab wounds. There. These were just stab wounds. And then obviously I've got them ones as well. They were just stab wounds, but this is where the bullet wound was. That's why that's looking like that, because they went to shoot me in my face. I've naturally just had my hand here to protect myself, and then the bullet's gone bang straight in the side of my hand, where it's bounced from my hand, come out the other side, and then missed my head. But this is why I laugh in the trolls. It was a warning. It blatantly weren't. It was an attempt on my life. They were going for this bit, and because I had my hand over this, protecting it just like that, that's all I was doing. Just had my hand just protecting my head here, because this is my most vulnerable part of my head. So and that's all it was. So that's all I'm doing. Like, literally just trying to protect this. So they're trying to go for that. That's why they stabbed me here, trying to get into this. And then obviously they stabbed me in my throat. That's healed pretty quick. That one there. Can you see that there? That one there. That's obviously off the hospital, where the hospital cut that open. Yes, and that's it. But they were going for this. They tried to take me out. Obviously, they failed. But what happens? What happens? That's like the blessing in disguise. It really is. Like, the thing is, you got to understand that, like, sometimes in life, the worst things in life can happen to you, but it can become the best thing in life. So, obviously, I've been poisoned in Africa. I've been shot at in Africa as well. I've had multiple attempts in Africa on my life last year. I've had a few attempts this year. But I'm still alive. Now, the bottom line is this. These injuries fast-tracked my movement back to me twins, because I was going to go through a different way to come and see my twins. I was debating whether to go to Dubai, Africa, and then Holly bring the babies over in a couple of weeks or a few months, so about 8 weeks. And then obviously I had my injuries, which meant I had to come back because I was in a really bad way and I wasn't getting proper treatment in Spain. Obviously I've got a dislocated shoulder. My shoulder's still affected. It was broke, and then when you put it back in its socket, part of it snapped. So that needs to be fixed as well. But what did that prompt? That prompted me seeing my daughters. So the worst moment of my life, or one of the worst, I wouldn't say it was the worst. I've had quite a few attempts on my life. But especially in Africa, when I'm exposing charities and dealing with diamonds in Africa. But when it's them moments in my life have become the worst moments, become the best, because obviously it then meant I was able to see my daughters being born. Do you know what I mean? So the worst moments in my life become the best moments in my life, and then the best moments in my life become the worst moment, when I was taken away from my daughters after 2.5 days because trolls made false allegations. So it's crazy how life works out, isn't it? That the worst moments in your life can prompt you to fast track going to see your daughters and see them being born. And then the best moments in your life can then become, while you're experiencing the best moments of your life, can become the worst. Lagging, I'm not too sure if it's just for you, Fee. Is it lagging for everyone else? Is it lagging for yous, or is it okay for yous? No, it's not lagging for yous. It's just you then, Fee. It's just your phone. Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it, how life works out. The worst moment can become the best, and then the best moment can become the worst. And then the worst moments of your life, which is me being taken away from your babies, can then become the most thoughtful moments of my life. It's mad how the balance of life works out. Your worst moments can become the best. Your best can become your worst. And then your worst can become your most thoughtful. And what I mean by that is, by me thinking to myself, well, I need to be a dad to my daughters. I need to be a real dad to my daughters. I need to be a proper role model to them. I need to settle down, like in the sense of, I don't just mean settle down a relationship, that's just a load of bollocks. Like when people say, oh, you need to settle down a relationship, you don't need a relationship to have your definition of settling down. You just need to be able to be there for your babies, and that's it. And like, I've had my time of madness, right? Why you see it like around, that's when I fucking had my hand over my head here, so they couldn't fucking shoot me head off, because he pointed the gun right at me head. And obviously I'm naturally just gonna go like that, and then bang. Because my hand's like that, the bullet's naturally just gone through my hand, and then bang, and then he's tried to fire the gun again. The gun's jammed. And because the gun's jammed, they've then gone with the stabbing to try and stab me in here, to take me out. They stabbed me in my neck, which has healed pretty quick. As I said, this had healed, but then it's gone a lot redder now, because obviously I was in the police cells, and I'm just fucking rubbing it just like that, just because I'm going through a lot of pain mentally when I was taken away from my daughters, as I said before. So because of that situation, I'm just there, just rubbing it. Like, even I go like that, I can feel that pull there. But I do on that side, because I'm rubbing it like that, you don't realise how hard I'm rubbing it. Like in the hospital, I'm rubbing it really hard, because it's causing me a lot of pain. And that pain is taking me away from the thought process of police putting a gun to my head when I've got my 2 newborn babies in the hospital who've just been born. Do you know what I mean? So then obviously I'm in the police cell, and I don't have anger towards the police. I don't have no anger towards the police. As I said, the police are only doing the job, and I can only respect the fact that the police come and secured the whole situation as quickly as they could, and he treated every pregnant woman and man with respect in that hospital. Even though they were scared, the police said, you're safe, don't worry, to these innocent people. Do you know what I mean? And this is why I'm so angry with the trolls, because the ones who made the false allegation. But I finally got the evidence, as I'll show you again. So here's the evidence. So this is what one of the trolls had put the day I was arrested, and here's how I know it was them, because look, they put the actual phone call. Look at this. They've actually put the hospital thing there. Look at that. That's a hospital number there, and the time of when they made the phone call. The actual time of when they made the phone call. Right. This is what the trolls have done. So this has been screened. This is one of our people have screen recorded this. This is where one of these trolls have said, look at this other one, where they've sent another one to someone, where they blatantly said that they were there when the phone call got made. Look at that. Look, I know, as I was there when the tip off was made. This means that they're guilty, right? And then they've tagged all the trolls, right? They've tagged all the trolls, right? So this shows me that they are guilty. Right, so, and saying they were there when the phone call was made, I also know it was a man that made the phone call, right? Because the police have told us it was a man that made the phone call to the hospital. So this troll here, right, I believe is the female. This is the daughter, I believe. It was a father and daughter, I believe, right? It was a man that made the phone call. So I'm going to take this evidence to the police station and show them this exact phone call. On the day that I was arrested, they uploaded this phone call with the exact time of when the phone call was made and a screen, and it was a 1 minute phone call. So all I've got to do is take this directly to the police station and say, is this the phone call and the time that it was made? Because this person is guilty. This person has uploaded it and said that they were there when the phone call was made to the hospital. Account will be big. Account will be a big giveaway. Exactly. But all the police need to do is just check to see what other accounts are linked to this. The police can do all that. And the fact that they've uploaded a photograph of the time they rang the hospital shows their guilt, and the fact it was a 1 minute phone call. They've taken a screenshot off their own phone or their father's phone or whatever it is, whoever's made the phone call. They will be nicked for that at some point. And as I said, when you target a load of innocent women and children, that's as bad as it gets, right? But as I said, the moment you affect that situation, and if you end up in prison, which you will, when the police get the evidence, I will make sure, I don't give a shit how much I have to pay, I will make sure you receive your karma and revenge within that prison system. I don't care. You will receive your revenge. There's a lot of hungry prisoners in jail who want money, and you will receive your karma. Let's see. Oh, is Holly in here? Where is she? I've just... the call will be recorded alongside the call. Is Holly here? She's just had our babies. Yes, and I was in the hospital. This is why I laugh when fucking trolls tried to lie on. I bet you Sam Walker's made the phone call himself. I was sat my babies 24/7 for 2.5 days, right? If the police would know exactly where that phone call's been made, whichever city and town that's been made, and I believe it was down south, towards down fucking the bottom part. What area is that down south on the right hand side? Bournemouth ways. Is it Bournemouth ways, down them ways? That's where I believe the call was made. That is what I believe. And the trolls tried to twist it to take away from what they've done. Do you know what I mean? But regardless of that, as I said before, I can only thank Holly for how she's been with the babies. A brilliant mother to the babies. Literally the best mother I could ever ask for my two beautiful newborn twins. There's nothing more that I can ever ask for than for the mother of my babies to be Holly, genuinely, because she looks after them every day throughout the nights, like literally throughout the days. She's there, she breastfeeds. It's a constant thing. Even when I was in the hospital and I uploaded that picture where I'm there laying in bed asleep, I got like 8 hours sleep, 8-10 hours sleep. What was Holly doing? What was Holly doing? I'll tell you what she was doing while I was sleeping. She was there feeding them babies. She was there feeding them babies every 2 hours. Sometimes if one baby wants feeding in an hour, and then another one might need it in another hour. But she was there up feeding them babies every fucking hour or couple of hours. Do you know what I mean? I done the typical man thing and just needed a bit of fucking sleep, and also because I'm injured a lot myself. Do you know what I mean? So I need at least a little bit of sleep, Do you know what I mean? So it's like, but that's why I sit there and think she done so much. Even the giving birth, I was sat there when she was giving birth, and yeah, do you know what I mean? And you sit there as a man, when their moments happen, and you sit there and think, women go through a lot, like us men don't really go through it's a different type of thing what men go through than women, and I'll explain it. So women go through a lot with giving birth, carrying a baby. They're on the periods every month. They go through so much. Do you know what I mean? They've probably got that thing where they're looking after baby a lot more than the man. Do you know what I mean? So the woman goes through so much, far more than any man does. Right? That's a fact. But what men go through is mental stuff. Like as men, we keep how we feel to ourselves. Like that's what we do. And I've seen it with some fucking men, and when I speak to them, I can sense how they are. And you're just having a little chat, and you can just tell. And but as men, we tend to like to keep it to ourselves how we feel. So then the outer thing, what we do, is just thought, yeah, how are you? Yeah, we're all right. Yeah, and when really we feel fucking terrible, but we don't want. We're men, so we keep it to ourselves and we keep it fucking moving. That's what we do as men. But then as women go through a lot, like, and Holly, 2 twins. She gave birth to 2 twins, and she was there, and I was sat there, and there was sometimes when I think, what can I do? what? There's not much that as a man that I can do, because the woman has to give birth. She has to then breastfeed if she's breastfeeding, and then it's like, what do I have to do? I just have to bloody sit there and just I can hold the babies when I get the opportunity, when they finish breastfeeding, and then I can hold them. But there's not much that the man really needs to do, but besides just be there and just say, is there anything I can do? No, there's nothing you can do, Sam. Are you sure? There's nothing you can do. There's nothing. Okay, Sam. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's difficult for fucking. It's difficult, but the man does go through a lot regardless, but not as much as women. But as I said, Holly definitely, like, with 2 babies, breastfeeding as well. I've got to respect that, like. I've just not really. I can say like about Holly that, like, there's no negative I could ever say about Holly or any woman that's given birth, really, because it's like, it's the most difficult part. It's the scariest, but it's the happiest moments, because with my twin girls, as I said, when I went to the police station, it hurt me a lot. I went through a lot mentally when I was taken away from my daughters, but I was alright. I was alive. I was cracking on. That's how we do it as men. We crack on. And as I said, like, how I was getting through that pain, that mental pain, was just rubbing my head as hard as I can in my fucking face. That's why that cut's a lot more clear, because I'm just rubbing it, trying to get the fucking, just make me feel the pain in my face and the side of my head, just so it takes away the mental pain of being taken away from my daughters. Because it's the biggest thing that can happen to a man, to be taken away from his brand new daughters by armed police. That's the biggest thing that can happen to a man. I don't think there's anything more that could. I think that's the worst thing that's ever happened to me. As I said, I've been jailed in Africa. I've been multiple attempts on my life, but there's nothing much I can say that is worse than the police. And I'm not angry at the police, because the police were doing the job, but it was the scariest moment of my life. It wasn't scary as in I was scared for my life. It was scary in the thought that I was being taken away from my daughters, and it hurt me, like, it really fucking hurt me, because my new daughters, like, and we're just getting that bond. Do you know what I mean? We're just getting that bond that, like, they're both asleep on my chest, and it was just lovely just to be a dad. Yeah, and then it was taken away. But then obviously I got it back pretty quick, because the police realised it was lies. But as I said, it was one of them things. That's life. And then what full process did I have after that? So I went from pain, where I nearly lost my life multiple times, to happiness with my babies, then back to fucking misery and pain when I was put in the cells, and then being released. It just sent me into a a thoughtful sort of process of, okay, well, what am I actually going to do with my life moving forwards? What am I actually going to do with my life moving forwards? Because I need to adjust something real quick. And that's the process what I'm currently working on. As I said, I live in Chester. The reason why I moved to Chester is because, well, I thought not many people knew me, and everywhere I bloody go, everyone stops me. I thought it's a nice, quiet place. Yes, so girl. I thought it's a nice, quiet place. No one really knows me, and then fucking hell, I'll go anywhere, and I've got fucking people stopping me everywhere. It's all love what people show, and yeah, it's like when these trolls are so weird. So as you remember, I was on my live for 2 hours. I went to shop, and then I'm still on my live, so I've just stood there on the live talking to you, because I thought I'm not going to walk to where I live while I'm still on my live, and I've got all people coming by me. Yes, Connor, bro, hope you're well, mate. Big up to you, lad. Bam, bam, bam. Big up, lad. I know what the trolls said. Sam Walker was on a night out with women. Sam Walker was not on a night out with women. I was live on my TikTok. Fucking you absolute weirdo. I'd be in the shop, and I'm coming back, and I stopped to talk to you on my live because I didn't want to walk to my home while I'm on my live where people would know where I lived. And then people are coming up saying, hello Sam, how are you? Can I get a photo? And then you get these trolls jumping on the back of it going, look at Sam walking out on a night out with a load of females. No, that was a load of females just coming up saying, hello, you absolute weirdos. It's like, get a grip of your life, you weirdos. These normal people just come up and say hello. And as a man, I'm going to say hello back. It doesn't matter whether it's a male or female, I will say hello back. I'm live on my TikTok, and lucky enough, I had 3,000 people watching the live. So I had 3,000 people basically able to back up that I was not even on a night out. And then I ended my live. 10 minutes later, I come straight back on live when I got home. And that's what I'm saying to you. But they can't stand that you have an amazing much of support. And that's the thing. They want people to believe that I'm hated. The trolls genuinely want you to believe that I'm hated. As you've seen on my lives, as you see on social media, I am not hated. We get trolls, right, or clout chasers who want to try and get views off the back of me. They never met me in their lives, but they do it for views, right? So it doesn't matter. Like these little trolls, you're always going to get like the 5 or 10%. That's part of life. But as I said, we don't get stressed out by them. We just laugh at them trolls, and that's it. But yes, and that is part of life. Oh, bam, bam, I've got loads of messages coming through with trolls. Right, guys, I'm going to have to give you my WhatsApp number. The people who are tracking out these trolls, all the nasty comments of these trolls are putting like posts, whatever they putting. Yes, Connor, bro, big up, lad. Or like anything what these trolls have done, right? Screen record it all, especially when they talk about the hospital before the incident happened. Screen record it all, guys, and then I need to get it sent. I need it sent to me, because as I said, when you're targeting, so I'm just checking the messages then. Yes, just absolute trolls. If anyone wants to send it me, I can pass. Yeah, go on, nice one. Yeah, and but yes, so it's just a case of just living my life a little bit with my twins, and that's it. Yes, Amanda girl, bam bam, and Connor lad. Yeah, so that's all I'm looking to do. Identical. Do you know what the mad thing is? No, they had the different identity. Fucking what do you call them things? What they have where they have different connections, whatever they're bloody called. But placenta or whatever it's called, they have different sacs. But it says that does not actually matter. Everyone thinks that they can't be identical twins when they have different sacs, but the new thing what's come out, what's been checked, is that you can have different sacs because it's down to the thing splitting the whatever it is, what splits into from one baby to two. So the babies can still be identical. Now our babies look exactly the same. They look exactly the same. One looks a little bit like the hair's a little bit longer, just a little bit, but they're both identical. Like they both look like twins. Yeah, they both look identical, and that's it. But yeah, so it's but yeah, so if that Dolly daydream fucking troll as well. If you can get all the evidence from her comments and any posts that she's done as well, guys, if we can get all them, because these are people who have all instigated these phone calls to the hospital, and if you can all mass report these trolls, any trolls that you see, guys, mass report all their comments, all their posts, and then their actual account as well, to get them shut down. We've had 2 accounts shut down today already, so big up everyone. Yeah, that Dolly will be getting shut down soon. Her account will be going very soon. But yeah, as I said, my injuries have healed pretty quick. Like even the ones on my arm here. Can you see them ones? They've healed pretty quick. Like them, that one there, them. They've healed pretty quick. That one nearly took me fucking arm off. That was a big one. That one at the top there. And then obviously these here. So yes, they were just stab wounds, them ones, and obviously and that one was the bullet hole. Nearly took me fucking head off. Okay, now I seen it coming. It's like, put your hand over your head, bang. And that's what he was like. I moved my head as well, literally moved it like that, moved it, and then bang, and he just gone straight through the hand, straight out, and then it what's named, yeah, and that's it. But it comes straight out, and I survived. Otherwise, that bullet would have, and then the gun blocked. It's just blocked them. But if that would have went through my head, I would have been dead. And then obviously they're trying to go for this cut because they know I've had a stab wound here. I've had half my skull removed here, as you see there, that side. So because I've had that removed, they knew by stabbing that, because it's got no bone here, it's got no bone here either. They know by stabbing that, that's going straight into my brain. There's nothing holding that. Like this side, you can do what you want to that. That's fucking... That's sound. That's completely safe. That side. This is safe here. It's just this side here what's like not safe. Because that's obviously got no bone there. So that's just tissue. Some of you can't tell the difference better. Yeah, Tom. After all what you've been through, you still have a big smile. Well, that's the thing in life. That's all you can do. I'll tell you why I have the big smile. Because I've got my daughters and my son, of course. But I'm a man to 2 daughters, 2 twins. That to me is like the proudest moments of my life. That to me means I've got to change in the sense of moving forwards. Because I want to be there for them to grow up. I want to be there to be a dad to them. I need to be there when they get into the teenage years and then into the late teens and 20s and like 30s if I can. And to be a dad to them. Do you know what I mean? To one day walk them down the aisle when they're in the 20s, when they're getting married. That to me would be like... That would probably be a moment when I'd probably cry. It definitely would, actually. But we've got to see whether I live till then, bam bam. We will see. But yes, I should do. But that's why I've got to change a lot. I need to change. Don't get me wrong, I'm still going to be doing my stuff in Africa, but I've got to chill out a little bit. I've got to hold it back a little bit. Because the stuff in Africa, what I do, that's my life. That is what I need to do. That's what I need to continue to do. That's part of my life. So I've still got to do that. That's something that I can never stop doing. Like, to save lives in Africa, to install fresh water into slum areas is something that I love to do. And it's something that I believe and I want to continue to do, because I believe that when my daughters are older and they see what their dad does, that he can be proud of me when they're sat there thinking, my dad goes to Africa and he saves many lives. That's what my dad does. They don't need to know my dad has done bad, like whatever he's done. They don't need to know their dad has been in prison. They don't need to know that. That's not part of their life. I want their life to be, when they're speaking, is my dad does a lot in Africa. He changes so many lives, which is what I've done. I've saved thousands of lives in Africa last year. That you only need to Google it to see it. But I want to continue with that because I believe that that's what my daughters and family. But my family like, why are you going back to Africa? But that's something that I love to do. And as I said, it's something that I know that my little daughters can be proud of. And that's yes, don't get me wrong, I won't be disappearing for months. I'll just probably go over for like a little week, go and install water for thousands of people, fresh water, save a few lives over there, and then fly back and see my daughters for 3 weeks, and then back to Africa again for another week, do exactly the same, and then work out how I'm going to expose corrupt charities. I need to work out where I don't spend too long away from my daughters and my family. But I need to get better first. But so I can't go to Africa for at least a year because I need to get myself better. I need to get myself strong again. That's why I'm getting back in the gym and get myself better. Yes, but as I said, moving forwards, I just want my daughters to be proud, and that's it. You need to start practicing how to do girls' hair. It's not easy. That's right. I'm like, there's so much I've got to learn, but because I think it's different when you raise a son. Bear in mind, I didn't really raise my son because I spent 11 years of his life in prison. Probably more, probably 12, yeah, but about 11 and a half years of his life in prison. Because he was born when I was in prison, so I didn't really raise my son. But this is why I'm sure to get another chance with my daughters as well. Yeah, moving forward, that's why I don't want my life to be in and out of prison no more. I don't want my life to be violence. I don't want my life to be drama. I just want to mind my own business, live my life a little bit, and just fucking be a dad and just live my fucking life and do a bit of business, and that's it. That's it. Let's see. That's all matters. Let's see, I'm just checking the comments. Yes, but it is one of them things. But I'm just getting stronger every day, guys, and that is what I'm doing. Let me just put my glove on. I need to put my glove on actually, because it does actually help my hand. As I said, all the muscles have gone, all the bones have so the holes have started going into the sockets a little bit more. So it's actually helped me having that sock on. It has the best year of my life I've been with my daughters. Well, that's the thing, Donna. As a woman, that will be the best thing in your life, being with your daughters. But my life can't be just being constantly with my daughters, because I need to do business. I need to make sure that I can make sure that I'm able to put things in place for my daughters growing up, that they will never need any man. And that's my goal, just to make sure that my daughters, when they get older, yes, so girl, when they get older, they will never need a man. They'll never look at a man and think, I need you. Do you think I need you? When they meet a man when they're older, in their 20s, and the men come with like a bit of money, like as sometimes men do, where they try to control a woman. And it's like, my daughters will be like, what? Do you think I need you to buy me anything? No. Absolutely not. This is my house. You are in my house, not the other way round. Because this is what sometimes men do as well. Not all men, but some. They'll get the female to move in with them, and then all of a sudden they control everything because the woman has moved into their house, into the man's house. So it's a case of, you live in my. This is what they say. You live in my house, girl. So you do what I tell you, or you can fuck off. That's sometimes what happens in relationships. Whereas my daughters, my thing will be making sure that they own their own house, what I've paid for. And just because I paid for it doesn't mean I own it. That means that's my daughter's houses. But there's a lot of relationships at the moment where people are telling their partners, you cannot go on holiday. Whether you are a man or woman, you should not be told you can't go away for a couple of days or for a week. Do you know what I mean? As long as you both have trust. It's one of them. It's one of them. I just couldn't live my life like that. I could not live my life being told what I can and can't do, because that would put me back in the bracket of being back in prison. And I do not like to be in prison where I'm being told what to do by prison guards. Don't get me wrong, I've come across loads of good prison guards over the years. Loads. I remember some dickhead down in Leeds jail. Oh my god. Making out it was like one of the lads, this prison officer. And he had before. I knew it was only him on night shifts. Well, he was waiting to switch over. It was unlocked, like the prison at like 8 p.m, 9 p.m, and he was staying on till 10 until the night officer come. But he was the only officer on. I was a cleaner, and I'm on my phone. I put my phone down for a minute to go to the toilet. Bang, he's coming in my cell just to give me some newspapers. He's seeing my phone. He goes, oh fucking hell, Sam, yeah, just seeing your phone, lad. Can you put that away? So I thought, Sam, give me a little squeeze there. It's good on him. I respect him for that. He turned out to be, I thought he's one of the lads. I only get a search the next fucking morning and he find my phone. Fucking 7 o'clock in the morning, he burst in. This little bastard prison officer grasped me up to the other guards. Instead of taking the phone himself, he had told security I had a phone. I thought, you little prick. I thought you was alright. You could have at least given me a squeeze. But I've had a few prison officers though where they've actually let me off. I'm like, fucking hell, Sam, I don't want to see that again. If I see that phone again, I'm going to have to take it off you. But then, yeah. But as I said, I'm that type of guy where I get on with most prison officers. Some I've had real problems with if they've got attitudes, but most prison officers are alright. I'd probably say 70% of prison officers are okay. 80% I'd even say. It's just you get the 20% dickheads, the ones who think they're their own one. But I don't mind the prison officers who just want to come in and don't even want to talk to you. I don't mind them. I see them as still doing the job. If you're a prison officer and you go to work and you think, I don't like these prisoners, but I'll give them exactly what they're entitled to, but I'm not going to give them anything more, I'm not going to give them anything less. I'm going to come in, do my job and go home. I even respect them ones because I think to myself, well, they're coming in, they're doing a fucking job and they're going home. As long as they treat you basic, exactly what you're entitled to, nothing more, nothing less, you can't complain with that. But then you also get the ones who are good prison officers, the ones who I refer to as very good prison officers, the ones who come in and they do engage in conversation with you. How are you, Sam? You alright, lad? And like, when you get up, how are you, lad? And like, they just like have little chats. I like them type of prison officers. Then you have the other ones who will take money for in exchange for mobile phones. They're my favourite guys. I love them prison officers. Prison officers, if I ever bump into you, if you've got a friend who's a prison officer, if you can please screen record this and send it to your prison officer friend. Right, I'll give you a moment to screen record just so you can send it to your prison officer friends. Right, guys, because I know a lot of you who are watching will probably have a friend who's a prison officer. So, prison officers, I have something to tell you. I'm the type of prisoner who really does love the type of prison officer that's going to bring me some phones in, and I will give you a lot of money. You will get your month's wages within a week, right? And no one will ever know. The only advice I would give you is don't deal with any other prisoner. If I ever go to prison, touch wood I don't, but if I ever do, only deal with me with the phones. I will give you my friend's number outside. He will give you some phones and he will give you a nice packet of money. And then you just bring me the phones in. you don't deal with no other prisoners. It's good fucking money, quick money, and that is it. I love them type of prison officers, but how I engage them in conversation, how I engage them in conversation, because you can never say to a prison officer, even if you get on with them, do you want to bring your phone in? You can't say that, because some of them will just turn around and get proper offended by it and say, no, absolutely not. I'm telling security what you've just asked me, and then bang, you're taken to solitary confinement. So you can't do that with prison officers. You've got to use your fucking mind. So how I do with prison officers is this. I can sort of pick up with them anyway, because they come up and engage me in conversation. We'll have a little chat, and then I'll know whether they're half on it or they're not. And then I'll turn around and go, do you know what I would do? This is the conversation I have with them. Do you know what I'd do if I was you? If I was a prison officer, do you know what I'd do? And they go, what would you do, Sam? Well, I'll tell you what I'd do, officer. If I was a prison officer in this jail, I'd find one prisoner that I could deal with, and I would deal directly with him and start bringing the mobile phones in. And he'd probably give me about £1,000 a week to bring mobile phones into the prison. But I wouldn't deal with anyone else. I'd just go and speak to his friend outside. His friend would give me the phones and the money, and then I would bring them into the prisoner. That's how I would do it, officer. If I was a prison officer, I would only deal with one person. And then I've had it twice. They go, how would you find that type of person, though? How would you find that type of prisoner? This is what I've had it twice where prison officers have said that. How would you find that type of prisoner? This is what the prison officer says. My response is, I am that type of prisoner. Welcome. Welcome to that type of prisoner. Right, I'm that type of prisoner. I'm gonna give you the phone number. I'll write it down on a piece of paper, and you just ring that number tonight when you leave the prison system, and my friend will meet you and give you a couple of phones and £1,000, which is your mum's wages. He will give you that straight away to bring the phones in. Just bring them in to me tomorrow morning. And then bang, you're on. And I'm happy because I'm making a bit of dough. The prison officer's happy because he's making money, or she's making money. I do love the flirty type of prison officer though. Oh my god, they're my favourite. I do love flirty prison officers. Like the ones who like to have a little flirt. I love them type. I'm like, you're far too pretty. One from Hull, no, Leeds prison. Or was it Leeds? No, wait, it was Hull. It was Hull prison. I'm like, you're far too good looking to work here, girl. What are you fucking doing here? What do you mean? I'm working here, Sam. I'm working here. Yeah, you're far too good looking, girl. Well, where do you think I should be? This is what she said. Well, where do you think I should be, Sam? I know exactly where you should be, girl. You should be in my bed. At my home, girl. That's where you should be. You should be waiting in my bed, and I'll be back round in half an hour, girl. That's where you should be. She's like, oh, fucking hell, Sam. You just said that. You do know I'm a prison officer, Sam. I do know that, yeah, but you just asked me where you should be, and I've just told you should be in my bed. You asked me, all I done was just answered it. And that conversation leads on to like more. And I never ever actually done anything with prison officers inside jail. I wish I did, but I didn't. It was always outside the system. When I'd get in contact with them, or they'd get in contact with me, and then things would escalate outside the system. Unfortunately, never. I've seen loads of prisoners, or heard loads of prisoners go with prison officers, but I haven't been lucky enough. Only because the weird thing is, the only reason why is because I've not had a cleaner job many times. If you have a cleaner job, you're open all day, or one of these jobs where you're open all day, you sort of get the opportunity to, because you're out with the prison officers all the time. And when you're out with the prison officers all the time, you sort of get the opportunity, because you can go into like the little back room or whatever. I was on the education department. I've had it quite a few times with the education teachers. The teachers in education. And like, whenever I've been put on the education class, and it's like, you're fucking hell, girl. You're too fucking sexy to work here. And like, the engaging conversation, you know that I'm on it, but you just don't get the opportunity. Because I'm most of the time either locked up, solitary confinement, or moving from prison to prison. And that's it. Oh, my brother has a cleaner job. Wait till I see him. oh, has your brother got a cleaning job? Well, ask him about if you've seen anything. I'm the type of guy that's been told to keep clock. I'm that type of prisoner. I'm not really the one that's been lucky enough to get it on with the fucking teachers directly in the system, but I have a few times being the one to keep clock. I remember in fucking Durham, no, not Durham, Doncaster, up north. The education class, one of the lads. Yes, the shug lad, shed lad, bam bam, big up lad. Yeah, I remember it there. One of the lads, a cleaner in the education department, asked me could I keep clock for him. And there, he's gone in fucking, he's grabbed the phones off and whatever else, gave them to me. So I've just stuffed them down my pants and stood outside the door, keeping clock for him. The 4th or 5th time it's happened, I'm looking through, he's fucking nailing it, he's fucking scuzzling it. I'm like, knock knock, lad, can I join in? Bro, don't lad, don't fucking say that lad, you can't say that lad, she's fucking bringing me phones in lad, she thinks she's me babe, you're just asking you join in. Well, she hasn't said no, can I join in girl? Sam, you can't know because this is my boyfriend now. You may well, if it was a few weeks earlier, probably could have been first. Is that what you're trying to say? And she's just laughing. And what happened is these little dickheads tried to come in the room about the 7th or 8th time. These two prisoners tried to come into the classroom, but I'm keeping clock because no one else in the class. It's a back classroom. I went, you can't come in here, boys. And I'm starting arguing with them. Yes, Donny, bro, bam, bam, big up to you, lad, bam, bam, bam. You just pushed us up the rankings there as well, lad, bam, bam, big up to you, mate. Yeah, and I went, you can't go in the classroom, boys. Next thing, I'm arguing with them, and they start fighting with the two of them. So I had to kick the door. This fucking big Geordie lad's come out, who's meeting this prison officer. He's backed me up, and then all of the officers have come. This teacher's come out the classroom, and she straight away went, these two prisoners attacked these two first. I seen it. She proper defended us. So we weren't even charged of assault on these two prisoners because this teacher come forward saying that they assaulted us first. But yeah, I've been clocked a few times with prisoners where I've just had to stand outside and just keep clock for them, make sure no prison officers come. That's the type of prisoner that I used to be. I wasn't the one that was lucky enough to be going with prison officers because I didn't really have that opportunity because I wasn't a cleaner. Big up Danny, Connor there, bro, bam bam, big up to you, mate. Yes, but I'm not really being that type of fucking prisoner. I wish I was, but I wasn't, guys. And I could say around, yeah, I was that type of prisoner that was going with all the prison officers. No, I fucking wish I was, but I wasn't.
It's just my aura. What's up, Sam? You back?
How are you, bro?
Let's run some doubles. Hold on.
Ooh.
Oh, you are beautiful. Celia, hey.
Oh, what's going on,
Hey.
R. Kelly?
Listen. I'm not. Hey, not today. Listen, my boy down here, the most slickest guy. This
Yeah?
guy, the way
Hey,
he
Sam.
winds,
Hello.
the way this guy winds
Sam,
it
don't tell
down.
me you went to P. Diddy's party with him.
No, bring a partner in. Bring a partner in,
Yeah,
Celia.
Your ma went there, girl.
Bring a partner in. Me and Sam against you and your partner. I've been running doubles.
It's crazy.
Yeah, she calls me R. Kelly all the time. I don't know why. Nah.
She's talking about when her mum went to. She's talking about when her mother went to a P Diddy party. I think that's what she's talking about.
P. Diddy, bro, R. Kelly.
Yeah,
Bring a
shut up.
partner in.
Did your mother go to a PD party? Did she?
Yeah, you want us to smoke you drifters, huh?
Yeah!
You guys.
What's up, buddy?
What's good? I can't call it. Might spoil it.
All right, let's run the first to three.
Oh, wait. We against each other?
It's me and Sam. Sam's my partner.
All right. What are we playing? The quiet game?
Brought you in.
Right, guys. We're just gonna punish these now. I don't know. She tried to get cheeky, so we brought her mother into it, guys, because she tried to. She's probably reading all the troll comments, so therefore we've muted her. And no, she's staying muted, guys. She's staying muted. Her mother was in a P Diddy party every single week, guys. Her mother was getting scuzzled by all the P Diddy fucking buddies and P Diddy himself. We've muted the guys. We'll keep her muted.
Yo, here you go with the slickness. Tell Sam, I say, hey, delightfully say, hey, Sam. Sam, she wants some.
She does. She wants.
Hey.
You wish.
She thinks she's just like her mother, lad. Her mother was fucking in the P Diddy parties every day. Fucking hell, lad. She's definitely like her mum. I'll keep her muted, guys. We'll keep her muted. We'll keep her muted. We'll just absolutely destroy her for that. Right.
Sam.
Everybody tap.
Did you see what it said?
Nine. It's a 1,000 quiet game.
my
Tap.
God, that's
Everybody put 1,000 on the board so we can shut
Shocked.
me up.
I've said she's a
Yeah,
there.
how you doing today?
Yeah.
It look like you. Hey, it look like you've been up all day for 56 hours.
Who?
Hey, Sam. Sam is doing good.
Hey, Sam, how
Hey,
are you?
Sadir, Sam said, can he have a kiss?